Boxing fans, what's good? Woo! Man, like I said earlier, it's been a long night of fights. Like, I'm jumping from UFC to boxing, from boxing to UFC. I've been watching fights since 4 p.m., y'all. But I love it. I love it. I love watching fights. And it was a good night of fighting. This weekend was great. I mean, Charlo versus Rosario. For me, I picked all the right guys to win tonight. I felt Charlo was going to win. Rosario had a good game plan. It's just that when it comes to the Charlo brothers, especially Jermell, you coming forward and you don't have you're not the bigger puncher in the fight and you keep coming forward, man, that's a recipe for disaster. And that's exactly what happened. Rosario was pushing the pressure. He was coming forward. He was applying pressure. However, that plays right to Jermell's strength because he's a good puncher. And for those that said Rosario has more technique as it relates to offensive output, nah, you're wrong. I think Charlo, when it comes to offense, Charlo got it. It was obvious in this fight. He was just the stronger puncher. Rosario made it a fight, kept that forward motion, threw a lot of punches. But the effective punches just belonged to Jermell. And that's what resulted in the win, if you ask me. Good night of fighting. It was obvious who was going to win because I predicted that Jermell was going to win, and he pulled it off. So everybody I picked to win tonight won except for Dodicus. I knew Gritties was the better fighter. I don't know why I picked Dodicus, but hey, it was a good night of fighting. I think at 154 now, it's quite clear. I think Jermell Charlo is the man there. There's some fights that could still be interesting, but I just don't think anybody at 154 could beat Jermell. And hey, he doesn't need to talk too much now. He has all the belts. People got to chase him now. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see who calls him out next. And for the brother, he might be in terms of popularity and the prime guy to fight. I would think he's number one. I mean, you have people like all these other guys, they might be a better fighter than Jermell, but in terms of who's the prime fighter, he's the one. I mean, he just had a pay-per-view. We'll see what the numbers say on the pay-per-view fights, but all around good night of fighting and the right guys won. I predicted it was going to win throughout and it happened. I hope you and your family still stay safe. Keep enjoying your weekend and blessings.